alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, H, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, Z, omicron, P, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega. There they are, the 24 Greek letters. Oh, and there's a little friend of mine. Hello. Hello. Hey. Hey. You eat my pants? Hey. So, those are the 24 Greek letters. Let's say them again. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, Z, omicron, P, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega. Also, we are going to be having Colossians 1, 10 through 17. Colossians 1, 10 through 17. Now, we have some incredible thoughts about this, some about redemption, that there are two ways to redeem something. The two ways to redeem something are to be paid in full, and number two, satisfy all the requirements. Also in Colossians 1, 10 through 17 is the great idea of God making the visible out of the invisible. Now, Colossians 1, 10 through 17. That you might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful unto every... Back up. Let's do this again. That you might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all might, according to his glorious power, unto all patience and long-suffering with joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who hath delivered us from the power of darkness, and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And now verse 17, and he is before all things, comma, and by him all things consist. Colossians 1, 10 through 17. Now, the next thing that we want to talk about is the class project, group projects, is going to be our time capsule. Now, your time capsule is going to be due in less than 2 weeks. Well, depending on when you watch this video, but probably still less than 2 weeks. Now, the time capsule will have 4 parts. 1, the time capsule itself. So that's got to be constructed, built. Could be as simple as a shoebox, but it needs to be decorated. It needs to look like a time capsule. You can go extra. You can make it waterproof, and we might actually use it or even put it on display to some extent. Now, one of the other things that's going to be included inside of the time capsule will be something about the Bible. Actually, 2 things. Something written and an object. So write out something between 20 to 200 words, something written about the Bible, a summary, a few favorite scriptures, the main characters, what the Bible is, how it was originated, when it came about, something about the Bible, and then an object that represents the Bible. So the written thing is 20 to 200 words. Doesn't have to be on paper, but if it is, it could be laminated, could be colored, could be written on an object. But if it's written on an object, that's 1, written, and then you need an object. The objects and the written part may or may not be related. That doesn't matter. The second thing is going to be in there. So the time capsule, the Bible, and then something about CreekSide Christian Academy. Again, something written, 20 to 200 words, and an object. Could be a bumper sticker. Any of these objects could be a photograph, you and your friends, teachers, a photograph, something printed out. And then the fourth item is, number one, the time capsule itself, something about the Bible, something about CreekSide Christian Academy, and then something about church. This could be your church specifically or the church in general and how we operate in America. Again, there will be two things about that. Something written about church and an object. Bumper sticker, shirt, a pennant, a flag, a bulletin. I don't want to take all your ideas. Now, creativity and content are the two main areas grading the 6 things inside the time capsule. The time capsule will be graded on materials of how well it was built and creativity, which includes the design and decoration. These also will be presented. You will have 3 minutes to present your time capsule. 3 minutes. You also can show creativity in how you present it. It could be futuristic. It could be back to the future. But be creative in your 3-minute presentation. All right, so time limit between 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. Any more, any less is deduction of points from the project. These will be presented in class at CCA at the Creek. So please be creative, get a good time capsule, put the 6 things in there. Now what you need to think about is this. Think back 300 years ago. If people were to describe how they did school, horse and buggy, some of those things. Think back in time. What was it like 2,000 years ago? To a place we don't have pictures of, no photos. They did things a lot different. We don't understand everything about culture 2,000 years ago. So, if the only thing somebody had 100 years or even 500 years in the future, the only thing they had was your time capsule and the 6 things in it to know about our culture. That was it. They may be things in the future, 500 years, completely different. So don't forget the obvious. Be creative, good content. May God get the glory. Have fun. I want you to think about this. As we try to understand God's word that was culturally different 2,000, 3,000, 3,500 years ago, we want to understand how God is faithful through the ages, how God has kept his word pure. So we don't exactly understand culture then, but God is the same. How will he preserve that going into the future? As we try to understand the culture of the Bible, help people in the future understand the culture of what God is doing now in history. Good luck. God bless. Have fun.